children. Today we are going to learn the lesson 3 Animals How Life Goes On for a class 4. So first get started. What am I called? I am a baby cow. What am I called? I am a baby deer. What am I called? I am a baby frog. What am I called? I am a baby tiger. What am I called? So these are having a name, what they called. Okay, we can know this. First, living things do not live forever. Okay, yes, they do not live forever. They die after completing their lifespan. So they are having some time to live and expire. So that is called as a lifespan. For life to go on, living thing must produce a more of their own kind. For living, they need something. This process by which the living things produce a more of their own kind is called reproduction. Okay, reproduction means what is that? Reproduce. Okay, they are reproducing. Reproducing means what is a reproducing? For example, we can see here a hen. So the hen is having a baby chick. Here the mother is having a baby. Okay, here the kangaroo is having a baby. And also in this picture, a cat is having a kitten. So these all the living things are reproducing for the life to go on. Animals reproduce into two different ways. Some give birth to young ones and whereas some lay eggs. Later, young one hatch out from these eggs. Okay, here in this animal, these process is going on. They are reproducing in two ways. They are giving a birth or no, they are laying eggs. This hatch out. Humans, cats and cows give birth to their young ones and frogs, hens and snakes lay eggs out of which babies hatch. Okay, this is the process in the animals. And some animals give birth to young ones. Mammals. Animals which give birth to young ones and feed them on their milk are called mammals. Okay, they are feeding their young one. They are the most developed among all animals. Their bodies are covered with hair. So these animals' hair are covered with a hair. Some examples of mammals are cats, horses, goats, rabbits and rats. And humans too are mammals. Though bats fly like birds, they are mammals too. The smallest living mammal is a kitty's hog-nosed bat. Okay, this is the smallest living mammal in this kitty's hog-nosed bat. So, children, mammals nourish their babies with milk. They are feeding the milk, and mammals take care of their young ones. This bat has a body about 1 inch long and weighs about 2 grams. Do you know that whales and dolphins, even though they look like fish and have hairless bodies, are mammals? So here, dolphins and whales having hairless bodies and mammals and look like a fish. And care of young one, how they take care? Mammals take care of their babies for a long period of time. Usually, the mother cares for the young one. She feeds the babies and cleans them and keeps them warm. Okay, they are feeding their babies and also they are keep them warm. She protect them from enemies. Yes. And also, as they grow, the mother teaches them to find food and live on their own. Okay, as per as in the human beings, so we are doing like that. Yes or not? Your mother will guide you. The mother guides you when you grow younger to elder. Okay, after up to intermediate stage they will guide you. After that you are getting the immaturity and you have your own ideas and thinking. Okay, as they grow, the mother teaches them to find and live on their own. In certain mammals, the father also helps. He hunts for food and guards the young ones. Human beings are the only mammals who look after not only their children but their grandchildren too. Okay, this in the human beings, they are the mammals who look after not only their children but their children too. Okay, here in the human beings, some animals lay eggs. Birds reproduce by laying eggs. Most birds build nests to lay eggs. They sit on the eggs to keep them warm. After some time, the eggs hatch, their baby birds come out. We can see on the trees. Okay, the crows, the birds will lay the eggs. Okay, they make a nest on the trees. Okay, and they sit. These birds will sit on these eggs and hatch, and the baby birds come out. The eggs of all the birds have a similar internal structure. Okay. Each egg has a hard protective outer shell. Within the shell is an egg white called albumin. Within the albumin is a round yellow and yolk. So in this egg we can see the albumin and also yellow yolk. Show the different stages of the development of a chick. The chick form grows inside the yolk. A growing baby is called a embryo. The chick embryo use a yolk as its food. The embryo develops only if the egg is kept warm. Okay, the chick comes after 21 days. So here we can see the beginning. We are having the egg inside this. This is a yolk and this is the eggshell and this is the albumin. The 5th day, okay, the embryo comes clearer and the large eyes are seen here on the 10th day and the 15th day and the 20th day. Wings, legs and body are clearly seen, and the 21st day the chick comes out of the egg. This is a different stage of the development of a chick embryo. Other eggs laying animals. Not only birds but animals like fish and frogs too lay eggs. Okay, these animals are also laying frogs and fish to lay eggs. They lay their eggs in water. They care for their babies only for a short time. Okay, they are caring their babies only for a short time. A fish lays thousands of eggs at a time in water. Out of these, only a few hundred grow into baby fish. Many eggs and baby fishes are eaten by big fishes. So, when these fish lay eggs, the big fishes can be eaten these eggs. So, that's why only few eggs may hatch. A frog's eggs develop into a tadpole. It keeps growing and slowly changes into an adult frog. So here the egg developed is called a tadpole. Reptiles like lizards, turtles and snakes lay their eggs in holes in the ground. So there's lizards and different type of reptiles like turtles. They lay their eggs in the underground in some holes. Many eggs are eaten up by other animals. Some eggs get warm from the heat of the sun and hatch. All insects hatch from eggs. So here we can see the life cycle of a frog. So first tadpole. Okay, the tadpole will become a young frog, an adult frog, eggs, and again it becomes a tadpole. So this is the life cycle of a frog. Some insects like grasshopper and cockroaches have 3 stages in their life cycle. The baby insect which comes out of the egg is called nymph. Okay, we are having 3 stages. That means 3 steps of grasshopper or cockroaches. This is called a life cycle. This egg is called as a nymph. It is very similar to the parent. After molting many times, it changes into an adult. So here we can see the egg. So in the stage 2 it becomes nymph, and in the adult stage it becomes a cockroach. Other insects like houseflies and butterflies have 4 stages. In their life cycle, the young one that hatches from the egg of this insect is called a larva. Okay, it is called a larva. It is a very different from the parent. Here we can see the life cycle of butterfly. Okay, the first stage the egg lays. Okay, the next stage it becomes a caterpillar and becomes in this third stage a pupa, and the fourth stage it becomes adult. That means a butterfly. It took more like a worm. The larvae of different insects have different names. The larva of a housefly is called a maggot. What it is called? Maggot. The larva of butterfly is called a caterpillar. The caterpillar eats leaves and grows rapidly. Okay, the caterpillar will eat leaves and grows rapidly. After some time, it stops eating and forms a covering called pupa around itself. Later, the pupa burns open and the butterfly comes out. Adult insects do not look after their babies. So here caterpillars we can see most probably on the trees. So a different type of caterpillars we can see, they'll eat the leaves and they're growing rapidly, and this covering is called a pupa. Okay, it becomes after some days an adult insect. Okay now children, this is the lesson about the animals, how does they live.